Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So about a week ago, James from JJB Watches lent me this PO. Now we call it a PO, it's really an Omega Planet Ocean, and it's an earlier edition Seamaster diver, 2,000 feet watch, would you believe? Now I need to stand corrected on a point. When I went onto the internet to check the measurements of this watch, it said that the watch was 15.5 millimeters thick, and it isn't. This watch is only 14.7 millimeters thick. That will teach me for looking at Google. And that's a really good point, because there's a hell of a lot of YouTubers out there doing reviews on watches from Google searches and from pictures. And if they did what I did, that means they're telling you the wrong information. Luckily for me, I actually have the watch and I'm able to correct myself. Now, I really like this watch. Don't get me wrong. I love this watch. This is the 220150 edition, and I would class it as a neo vintage watch, being almost 20 years old. This one comes on a bracelet, but what actually, for me, I love NATO straps, and I've put this on a Artem NATO strap. This is their orange pinstripe NATO strap. I think they actually just call it their orange stripe. I'll put a link in the description for this NATO strap. And I put it on this watch because the second hand has actually got an orange tip on it. Now, I actually wear this NATO strap on my Peter Blake, but my Peter Blake, which is my 225450, has a red tip on the second hand, as opposed to an orange tip on the PO. Now, I have been lent this watch with a view to purchasing it, but I'm not going to buy this watch. I have too many watches, and I've got too many similar watches, and I already have watches of this period. I've got a Submariner from this period. I've got the Peter Blake, and I think I've got enough. And when I say I have enough of this style of watch. This is a sword hands, which is very, very legible, and it's also got very thick indents, which means it is extremely legible. I also have the Peter Blake, which is a sword hands watch. It is one of the best visible lume watches of its era. So having two of the same watches, it just doesn't make sense to me. And plus, these are both from the same period. Both of these watches would have been in stores at the same time back in the day. So I have come to a decision that I'm not going to purchase this watch. Now, James at JJB Watches has offered this watch to me at £2,950. He was going to retail it at £3,100, but together we've agreed that we're going to offer it to a subscriber at this price. Now, if you go online, you won't see this watch for less than $3,200. I already checked last night. That's a really good deal. Now, you get the full set, and you also get it on a bracelet. You don't get this NATO strap though, no. I'm keeping this for my Peter Blake. I know this is an orange tip and this is a red tip, but people are not going to look that closely. So for those of you that are interested, this watch is going back to James at JJB Watches. It's going back and it'll be available to purchase now. And did I say the model number? I'll just say it one more time. 220150. I'll double check. It's a caliber 250 movement with 48-hour power reserve, and it's on a bracelet. The three positives of this watch, if you're thinking of buying it, obviously the lume is number one, but the dial is so legible. At some points, when you're looking at the watch, you actually think, hey, it has the glass popped out, and it hasn't. And the only negatives about this watch, and you've got to remember it's a 20-year-old design, is that there's no micro adjustment on the bracelet. Now, there are half links on the bracelet. Now, one of my subscribers took great pleasure in calling the links something completely different, but we call them partial links. Honestly, man, get a life. They're not a full link. Then you asking me to agree to disagree. I'm not running a popularity contest here. I'm just saying what I think. And as far as I'm concerned, they're half links. So this watch comes with half links and full links, but no micro adjustment on the clasp. I'm just making you aware that's the only thing that I personally found as a negative to this particular watch. Just so you know, my Peter Blake has the same problem, and that's why I don't wear it on the bracelet. If you're going to buy this watch, get it on a NATO strap straight away. It does look stupendous on a NATO strap, guys, and you would be able to enjoy the watch as a daily beater. I've looked after the watch while it's been in my possession, and I'm just going to quickly show you what it would look like on a NATO strap. Right here. Looks very good. It doesn't sit too high on the wrist either. A lot of people are like, hey, you know, I don't like NATO straps. Well, the other option is you would go to Atom and you would get yourself a sailcloth strap like that. Or I think I covered in another video that you could wear this watch on the Hydroflex straps from Atom as well. So yeah, back to the watch. Get yourself a bargain, £2,950, and reach out to James at JJB Watches. I believe he's on Instagram. Now the watch hasn't been posted yet either, so if you're quick, you can get it before it even hits the website. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next video.